All right, welcome back. So just after finishing the first project with this challenge, it's this gym website right here. We're going to check it out in a second. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got that project, all the different parts, the copywriting, the images, the video, how I got it online, and what I'm hoping to do next using that project. So just to quickly recap, this is a project that I started a few weeks ago. It's a project that I walked in, I closed the deal in person here in Oaxaca, talked to the owners, and they agreed that I could make them a free website. Why am I making a free website? Basically, I'm going to use this as a portfolio piece on this channel to start landing some paid deals in the near future. So I'm really happy with this website. I thought it worked out really well. Did take a little bit longer than expected. There's a few delays, not with the project itself, although it was closed over Christmas and New Year's. More delays with me just getting set up here in Oaxaca, moving around and getting a proper apartment. So basically what's happened is I've moved 4 different times. I moved from Mexico City to Oaxaca City, stayed at my girlfriend's place, then moved to another apartment within Oaxaca City, and then moved to this apartment. So I've been in 4 different places. I've had to take down all my gear, set it back up quite a few different times. I've been working out of all these different places. So a little bit of a delay with this project, unfortunately, but now that I'm set up here in my permanent apartment for the next few months, I'm hoping to quickly get back on track with this challenge and start knocking out some websites, finish up this portfolio stage pretty fast, and get into the paying projects. So with this apartment here, I'm hoping to build a proper office out of this apartment. There is a spare bedroom, have a good permanent setup, and really start trying to get ahead and start landing these bigger deals. So let's get into this actual project. A really fun, cool project. Super enjoyed this. Really enjoyed the video part, the photo parts, copywriting I hope worked out pretty well. And I think it came together nicely. So I'm gonna jump in and just show you all the different parts, where they all came from and how they all hopefully came together pretty well. All right, so first off, I'm going to show you the actual website, then we'll break down all the different parts. So there is 2 pages, one is English, one is Spanish. I'm just going to go through the English page, exact same layout, exact same design, just the text is different. When this website is live, the Spanish version, obviously enough, it's a Mexican business, that's going to be first. But if people want, they have the option of switching to English. So why I did it that way is my Spanish is definitely not good enough to do a website right now in Spanish. So I just designed the English version first and then got someone to translate it for me. I'll go through that again in a few seconds. So in this top section here, we have this auto playing video that looks really nice. I think all the video, all the photos and this stuff I took myself. The video, I went down there at nighttime, and I'll get into it more in a few seconds, but shot the video at nighttime when the gym is super busy, so there's a lot of people in the video sections. But then when it comes to the photos, like down here, I shot the photos during the day when the gym is super quiet. So not a lot of people in the photos. There is a lot of people in the videos. I think it worked out pretty well. It does kind of give it a little bit of a difference, but I do think it shows kind of both sides. So we have this top playing auto video. You come down here, there's some kind of intro text about the gym. We have the full length video. It's exactly 1 minute long if people want to watch that. I'll show you that video in a few moments. Our first call to action, so people can ring straight into the gym if they wish. With this project, the gym didn't want to get too many social media messages or too many emails. They prefer to answer the phone or to have people call down there in person. So a lot of the calls to action with this website are either getting people to call the phone or to drop down there in person and to, speak to them face to face. With this website as well, we got a little bit of nice scrolling action here. So first call to action, we got these sections here. Again, just kind of general pre-selling content, getting people liking the idea of this gym, getting them warmed up before we start hitting them with like the exact details and the membership plans. And if you didn't catch it, I did a previous video where I did the design layout for this website. A few things have changed very slightly, but I showed how I set up this theme and how I kind of made this design. So check that out. I'll link it below in the description. So got these photos that I took during the day, some general content here just about the gym, and then we get into kind of more specific stuff. So first I did the strength and conditioning section, talking about how to get strong and big in this gym, all the stuff that goes with that. We have the photos related to that, and then we have the fitness and beauty stuff. So talking about the classes, the cardio, Pilates, the skin treatment, massages, all that stuff. And then again, the photos that go with that. Then we get into the gym plans. With this gym, they had like 8 different plans. I didn't want to feature 8 different plans on the website. And to be honest, their pricing is a little bit confusing how they price their plans. So I thought it was best just to focus on 3. The day pass, I think that's like, if you're looking at a website on Google, you probably are going to go down there and try it out for a day. So day pass was the first one on here. Did this as best I could with the information. We have the 5 months kind of deal, 5-month deal, which is their best deal when it comes to price. And what I wanted to do here was have a little bit of kind of comparison and make this 5-month deal look really, really good, which it is. This is a pretty solid deal. This is $120 US roughly for 5 months. And then monthly is $8.90 a month per month. And then also they have to pay this $9.60 sign-up fee. So I put the monthly in here to kind of make the 5-month look better. I'm hoping people either pick this day pass and then sign up for the 5-month deal, or maybe try a month first and sign up to the 5 months. But basically having the central plan that looks the best, that hopefully sells the best. Below this, just some more kind of general photos about the gym. Again, you can see that these photos shot during the day, pretty quiet. It's not too busy. That's actually my girlfriend pretending to be using her laptop. These are some people that I asked if I could take their photo. We got no one in any of these photos. And this is actually from when I shot the video at the nighttime. And so is this as well. The map, I've yet to fix this. This is still on my computer. I'm just about to host this actually later today. And here we got the opening hours, the location, and if people want to sign up. This stuff here connects to Google Maps like this, with the phone number as well. If people start clicking on the phone number, it calls. Contact thing. So I'll explain this in a second, but I'll just finish with the design. First name, last name, email address. How did they find out about the gym? Message. We got the phone number here. Again, if people click this, they can call. And then we have the address down here. Again, this clicks to Google Maps, and this clicks as well. With all the call to action buttons, if I click on this, they all go to this. They don't go to the contact form. They go to this piece of information, because this is important. We don't want people to be emailing all the time. We want people to be calling down there in person, trying out the gym and signing up. What they do is when people come down, they give them like a 5-minute tour of the gym, show them everything, and then they try to get them with this 1-day pass, and then hopefully people like it and they sign up for the 5 months, or they sign up straight away for one of these other plans. All right, so let's break down all the different parts. First off, this deal, it was a free website deal. I walked into the gym in person a few weeks ago, talked to the owners and said, hey, I'm starting a new web design business. I want to do some portfolio pieces for free to show other businesses what I'm capable of doing. Are you happy if I do a free website for you? I'm going to do all the design. I'm going to do the videos, photos, all the content. I just need a little bit of information from you. But 99% of this thing, I'm going to work away independently by myself. They were super happy with that. I mean, that's a pretty easy deal for them. They're getting a free website with minimal work. So we closed that deal within a few minutes. And that's how I got it. If you want more details on that, go back. There's a whole previous video about that in more detail. So the first thing I want to cover is photos. I went down there during the day, brought the DSLR. I have a Sony A7. I think it's like $1,000 camera. A few different lenses, although I pretty much ended up using a 35mm, which is like a slightly wide angle lens for most of these shots. With a gym, it's a property. I want to give like a nice wide angle and make it look as big as possible. So I'm no professional with with photos, but basically my technique is take a bunch of photos, like heaps, different angles, different kind of perspective, try and get some different lighting, and then go back on the computer and hopefully a few photos look good. So that's kind of my general overall tactic at the moment. So you can see here, I took like a lot of photos of a lot of different stuff. So a lot of these photos just, they look okay maybe, but not the best. I mean, this is so dark over here. This is so bright. Pretty hard at this gym. They have this massive window that runs like the whole length of one side, and it's just really bright light coming in, and then the rest of the gym is super dark. But did my best, jumped in and asked a few different people working out in the gym, hey, do you mind if I take your photo? We're going to use that on the website. Some people said no. A lot of people said yes. So these aren't the best photos by any means. These are the photos that I didn't use. So what I did end up with, and here's this cat that lives in the gym, who's pretty cool. But what I did end up with was some photos that do look good. So out of all those photos, a few hundred photos, I think, I ended up with about like 40 photos that looked pretty decent. So let's just go through these. Like here, the climbing wall of this area. And my general advice for taking good photos would be to take a lot of different photos and then afterwards start seeing which ones look good. So it's very tempting to go down and just take like one photo and think, hey, this is a good photo, I don't need to take any more. And then you go on to photo the next thing. But what often happens is when you have your camera and you're looking at the little screen, it might look good. But then when you get back, you notice, hey, there's like this person in the back doing something weird, or just a little bit out of focus, or the lighting's a little weird, or just something might look off. So like with this photo, for example, I think I took like 10 different photos of this. And I don't even think I used, maybe didn't even use this one, but yeah, I think I used this one. So, you know, the difference there, let me just open this up and open this up just to kind of explain this. But in this photo, look, here's somebody standing in the background that I didn't notice because I was focusing on this guy and I didn't notice what was going on over here. But then in this photo, I asked that person to move and now I got a better photo. So just make sure to take a lot of different photos from a lot of different angles. Don't be afraid to just keep taking photos of the same thing, like 10, 20 photos. And then when you get back on your computer, you can decide which one is best. So out of like 200-300 photos, I ended up with these 40. Those are the ones I used on the website. Now with the video, and let me just show you kind of a little bit of the video here. Turn this down. And I'll link to this below. But with the video, pretty much the same thing. I shot all of these angles like 2-3 times, asking people over and over again, hey, can we just like shoot that again? I just want to try this one more time. If I was better, if I'm, you know, maybe in the future when I've done this more, I can get it in like fewer numbers of shots. But for now, I'm definitely learning. And I just want to make sure that when I get back, you know, I want to have more than what I need rather than less than what I need. It's really frustrating to make a video and you just wish, oh man, I wish I'd taken one little clip of that person doing something, or I wish I had one kind of bit of footage to link these two different things together. So it's definitely better to have a lot more than you need when it comes to photos, when it comes to video. With this, and I'll link it up properly below so you can watch it with the volume on and stuff. I just met this up in Premiere Pro. I used the same camera, Sony A7, and the stabilizer was a Zygon Crane 2. So for the content, what I did was I did the first version in English, like this, did up all the copywriting myself as best as I could. Had this ready to go, looking exactly like this, put it on a test domain, and I sent that version to a friend of mine, Luis Riviera, and he translated it from English to Spanish. He sent me back a document that looked like this. So basically, he went through the site, found each section. So let's say like this section here, getting started towards your fitness goal. And then he would roughly, or not roughly, he would translate it to Spanish, but not the exact like literal translation. He translated it over, but had it as smooth as possible in Spanish. So that's really important. You can't just put this stuff into Google Translator and take an exact translation. You need somebody, or if you can do it yourself, but you need somebody with that ability to write good content that sounds native and it sounds natural to the people who live in that location. So I could have put this into Google Translate, but you have just a crazy sounding website that just is not going to sell. So you got to find somebody who has that language ability. For me right now, I can't write proper copywriting, no way, in Spanish. So I need somebody to translate. This is a really good system though, very, very fast to do this, to do up the next version. Basically find the section that he translated, grab the text from here, and then just go to my code and just switch it out. And within a few minutes, I had the Spanish version. So that is it for the project. Really happy with this. I think this is a great portfolio piece. Nice video here, nice photos. Took a nice bit of effort to get this done. But the thing is, these free projects, this is what we're going to leverage to start landing those paid projects with this challenge very soon. So this work is going to pay off. Right now, it's not paying directly, but these are the projects that are going to land me those bigger deals later. And then also using, obviously, different sales techniques and different stuff that I'm going to show you in the future. All right, so that is it for the gym project. I really hope that helps show what goes into a project like this and also the overall plan of doing free work. So if you have any questions on this, just let me know below. Next week, I'm hoping to show another project straight away, at least starting another project. And from now on, hopefully move pretty fast into this challenge and start showing some real progress when it comes to sales, closing deals, getting clients, all those different things. So thanks for watching this video. Catch you in next week's video.